Hey guys, Dale with Old School Rides. I got a new one here. We almost lost our lives going to get this darn thing. We ended up on some black ice with our trailer in Idaho, but we had to go all the way to Montana. We did get home, and we've decided we're not going to go after cars in the snow anymore. But super excited about this one. Got an A-body behind me here. We're going to take a look at it. It is a 1967 Barracuda 383 big block 4-speed car, Formula S. One of the fairly low production numbers, and I'm super excited. We'll get to take a look at her here. It's going to be a not near as much adventure as we had when we went to get it. We went off the road with our trailer and everything, but it's an exciting car. Here we go. I'm going to start you off here on this emblem on the side of the car. It says 383 4-barrel and Formula S. Doesn't get any better than that. A big block hypo motor in an A-body car. We did get these small bolt pattern rallies with it. Came with some caps and everything. We've got a good assortment with this car. I'm gonna swing around the front here. It does have some damage, not gonna lie. We had a little big ding there, and we got a little bit of cancer there. Probably need a set of fenders if I could find them. But we'll swing around the front of this car here. Check this out. Somebody went crazy with the blue paint. The motor is not in the car. You can kind of see there. He's got a little funky thing going on up on the top. We'll climb up here. So we are missing the hood callouts, and I've got some issues of trying to figure out. So I have a set of 383 S ones. They did cut a hole in the hood. This was somebody's race car. It's been definitely on the track. We can show you there's burnt rubber. I'll show you more when we get around to the back of it, but definitely was somebody's race car. A lot of these cars were race cars, and because they were light, a big motor, they went fast, very fast. Again, the emblems are here. Those are hard to find, those 383 4-barrels. Formula S, a little bit of cancer here, another rally. Everything's in the back. Oh, they did have some fender well headers on this guy. You can peek in there and see. Definitely cut a chunk out. Some of that stuff I'm debating how to fix or what to do with this car. It'd just be fun to drive it. Like I want to get a big block in it and run around in it. But let's get ready to pop this door open here and take a look inside. So here's what we got inside here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Blue interior. So this is a B5 blue kind of car with a blue interior. The dash is in it. It does not have, I don't know if that's the right speedo or not. It does have the vacuum performance gauge. This is a bench seat 4-speed car. I'm gonna see if I can show you down the humps down in there. They got a little cup they had put in the shifter hole so cats wouldn't get in. But looks like, now that's out of another car I think we had. But there's some interior panels. We've got the rear seat out of another car. It's black. We got our spare tires. Pretty nice interior. Like nothing really has been messed up other than age has affected this car. And obviously, check this out. We got so many wasps in here. But we do have these extra gauges and stuff here. So this is the correct 150 speedo. I need to check and make sure it's right for this car. It did have another performance indicator. We got another performance indicator. Lots of performance indicators. But a super clean, lots of parts car. We were so excited to get it. Gas caps there, looking good. This is a little bit of a problem. These fender wells, somebody has smashed them up here a little bit. They tried to get the biggest tire they could under these cars because they had so much horsepower. They just wanted to spin the tire. We're gonna have to address that. I'm not super happy with it, but we'll try and figure out the best thing to do. They do make quarters for this car. They do not make fenders for this car. I want to spend just a minute and talk about this. This is not the tranny out of the car, but it's one that we have. This is an A-body 4-speed. It is an 18 spline. So this is like a 440 big block 4-speed, not necessarily the 383 one. It's rebuilt. We had this guy laying around. That's what we're going to put in it. Super heavy duty. Auto work just great in this car. And we do know it's rebuilt, ready to go. So I do have an engine in mind for this car. We're not going to talk about it right now, but we'll talk about it a little later. Right here's the back of the car. I want to show you guys. Like I said, the car was actually pretty clean for a race car. And I don't know why he decided to paint the bumpers black, but he did. It's starting to come off a little bit, but everything seems pretty good. The little apron in the back. Again, these quarter panels, I don't know if they had a problem prior. We've definitely got a little Bondo and some rust back in the bottoms of them. This car came out of Montana, long ways up there, and definitely you can see these cutouts. They made the room as far forward as they could for getting tires in, a bigger, taller tire, you know, besides wider. But other than that, you know, she hasn't really been modified a whole lot. But a great find. Like I said, I have the 383 hood callouts, but this car might have just had the ribbed ones all the way, like most of the 67 cars. And let's see if this one comes open over here. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have the 8 3/4 in it. I need to show you guys that, but it does. It came with the one. I don't know why they didn't have it in it. Well, I know why they did. They went to big bolt pattern. So I believe this has an 8 1/4 big bolt pattern on it, and we'll switch it back to the right rear end. And again, there's Barracuda on the dash, and you know, we did get some shifters and some things with it. There's a Hurst one. I don't think this car had a Hurst shifter. I think it had the style with the lockout reverse on it. We'll have to find out. But great car, great find. We'll get her off this trailer and get her on the ground, and hopefully go through the parts and make sure we have everything we need, or whatever we don't need. We'll find it. We'll see if we can get this thing back rolling again. Here it is, all cleaned out. I showed you guys all the mud daubers in here. Look at that floor. That is a clean floor. They do have it fairly stripped. They must have had that done when they were trying to, you know, massage these quarters to make room for tires. I was gonna show you guys. They had the battery mounted in the trunk, and other than that, it's pretty solid in here. I'm excited. Here's my pile of parts that we're taking to the rear end shop. So we got 8 3/4. The axles are right there. Calvert Racing, Caltrax, we're gonna put those on. Thank those guys for setting me up with those. And then I got this nice little third member was sitting around. Let's see if we can peek at it here. I can't see what it says. Darn it, let me see if I can tell. I'm not sure what gear ratio that is. Those are some pretty tough gears. It's been sitting around for a little while. It's nice to have a posi traction third member laying around whenever you need one. But of course, we had the wheels for the small bolt pattern, make it nice for us to roll it home. And then I got this pile of parts over here, guys. It came out of the car. I'm super excited. This little pile on the ground right here. My stepdad, Bert Stokes, he set me up with these parts because he had a Formula S car, so we got to get all that stuff. I got a couple extra grills and things, but look at this. Seats, back seat. Bert set me up with that too. But we had door panels, the trim panels, those kind of rare trim panels back there, and dual snorkel air cleaner. That's like an early, probably not for this car, but an early one, 66 or 7 HP. But there it is. That's all the parts. We'll get this thing off to the shop shortly and see if we can get that rear end set under it. I think I'm gonna try and put some big center lines under it. We'll see if we can get some 275 60s or something big underneath the back of this car. Wish me luck. Well, guys, there it is. 1967 Barracuda 383 4-speed. She's home, safe. So are we. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll try and get some work done on her maybe, and get a rear end under her and some things like that, and show you our progress. Hope you enjoyed it. Old School Rides, subscribe. Thank you for following.